Well, I watched the roast at Dabblecon. The roast was great. I thought those guys did a great job. Whether it was Levy, hosting the roast, did a great job. Zenhauser. I mean, there are people that I really didn't know their comedy level that well. I thought they all wrote some really good jokes. Cardiff was great. Tukey was great. Carl was. I mean, everybody just I thought killed it. I'm trying to remember who was the best. I got cut off just as it was getting to Shuley. Yeah, just cut off and demanded demanded my password, and my password was on the wrong email. It was on. Well, it was on the email. It was on. I checked my email, checked my text.
Oh, so would you have like a free preview and then?
No, I
paid. On the wrong one?
Mark, I paid for it.
Oh, that's weird.
I thought it was really weird, and I thought it's asking for a password. I don't even know what my password is, and I went to the Drew email, and it was on the mail at Drew. I should have checked it, but I didn't, and so anyway. I bought my way back in on Saturday, and I got kicked off again, and it demanded another password, which I had. I found that one, and it wouldn't play. I didn't say I couldn't watch it. It just wouldn't. It was just not a good experience. I think there might have been some user error. It's possible. But I thought it was odd that it threw me off when I had paid for it. Shouldn't it have just let me watch the whole thing?
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if you were logged in differently, and it was like a free preview and then it kicked you off.
No, I paid for it twice.
Yeah, that's weird.
Pretty weird. But anyway, the roast was really good. And then I started watching the Uncle Rico show, which had the Stuttering John tapes, the conversation with Kate Meany.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she recorded him while they were having conversations.
Did you listen to some of that, Brandon?
I've only heard the previews. I've yet to hear the ones that were released at Dabblecon2. Excited.
Well, I would say there were a few highlights. One was the cocaine for the wedding. John was going to take Kate. John's 58, Kate's 24. John was trying to get laid, clearly. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is after he made such a big deal about the fact that I really want to counsel Kate. I want to help her. She's got problems, and I think I could be a steadying influence. And then when when it was first announced that she had taped, was that when he called her mom and told her mom she was a drug addict and an escort?
Yeah, he tattletaled on her.
And then he called her grandmother. And yeah, that was after the tapes. So after hearing how much John cares about her and how worried he is about her, how odd to hear him talking about getting cocaine with her for his brother's wedding or for a family member's wedding. That was strange. And the funny thing was, usually people won't argue about who's getting the cocaine, but I have a feeling she was she wanted to get her own to make sure it would knock John's dick down for any strange ideas. That was the only thought I had. And then John mentioned a dabbler in terms of who he gets the cocaine. Did you hear that part, Brandon?
No.
It was a Hitman Dan reference.
I did see a bunch of people jumping online saying that Hitman Dan is a drug dealer. So that must have been the big...
You could hear the gasp in the room when that was played. Then there was another gasp when he called Susanna, his ex-wife, a cunt.
Ooh, jeez.
And honestly, the way he told the story was designed to be sympathetic to himself, but I thought it had the opposite effect because John was saying that Susanna... First, he's bragging about his job as a teacher that, I show up 5 minutes late, and what's the first thing I do when I get there? I fall asleep. That's so funny.
That's not funny.
He doesn't work hard at all, and they pay him, and they give him health benefits, and his kids get health benefits, and it's
kind of shitty.
Yeah, it's really shitty because he told us originally that I heard there was a shortage of school teachers. I wanted to help out. I want to help young people learn. Hero.
Like a hero would, yeah.
Yeah, he was acting like he was being a big hero, and then he was bragging to her as if this would impress her.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Like, who would be like, oh, it's pretty cool, John. You really pulled a fast one.
No, that he got over on them because he doesn't do any work and he gets paid and he gets health insurance. So then later on in the conversation, it's probably not the same conversation, but later on in the Uncle Rico show, John is complaining that Susanna, his ex, calls him at work to talk about the kids. And he'd already told us that he doesn't do anything at work. He just falls asleep and he monitors the class and listens to podcasts, by the way, without headphones or earbuds. And somebody heard a fuck.
I was just going to say, I'm sure they were friendly for
I know, no. It was so stupid.
Split is, yeah.
So then John is talking about how I explained to her that, hey, this is how the kids get health insurance. Is because that's why I can't talk right now. I got to work 600 hours to get them health insurance. And Susanna said, John, don't make me make a list of all the things I do for the kids. Because she was very annoyed that he was acting as if he does so much and don't interfere when I'm doing things for the kids. And actually, I was imagining in my head how long that fucking list would have been. Because I don't think John does much else.
No, she famously waited on him hand and foot during his Stern days. He would tell stories about when he wants a beer, Susanna brings it to him. When he wants food, she brings it to him. He treated her like dog shit.
He would call her on the phone from the living room to tell her to get him a beer or bring him some food or something. Yeah. And then let's see.
And I got to tell you, you guys mentioned it on the Wednesday recording, but the documentary put together by Sheet Shitterson is a fantastic watch, even for people who don't get it or
have any interest. It's still good.
Yeah, and you don't necessarily have to watch it on YouTube per se. You could just put it on YouTube and listen to it in your car as a podcast. You don't need the visuals, but the visuals help it. But it's that good that it brings you up to date, and you finally realize why there's this massive group of people on the internet dedicated to hating on this guy.
No, Sheet did a great job. I mean, did a fantastic job.
Sheet Shitterson.
Yeah, just go to Sheet Shitterson's YouTube.
It'll be linked in our notes too, in case you want to just take a look. It's worth it.
For sure. Let's see. Then what else did they talk about on the tapes? John. Oh, God, he's so lame. He told the same joke multiple times about how his gay kids are attracted to women, so all of us like pussy.
What?
Yeah, because his daughter, who's a lesbian, likes pussy.
Oh my God!
And she's got a hot girlfriend.
His daughter, who transitioned, likes.
Yeah, she likes pussy. So,
and of course, his son does
his
too.
kids like pussy just like he does.
Classy.
So there was that, but I thought it was a bit of a letdown. I'm curious to hear your reaction, Brandon. I didn't think it was as. I don't know. I guess I expected
there was a huge buildup for it. I mean, they sat on these tapes for months.
Yeah, and John quit, by the way. I mean, not like that means he's necessarily quit.
Yeah, he'll be back. But
he announced Thursday that he was done. Mm-hmm. And has he been online since?
Well,
it's only been 3 days, but I've never seen him look so defeated. Because I'm the Duke of the Dabbleverse, and I'm the only one with talent. I've got these incredible credits, and these are all losers. Just a panel of losers. Who's this Brandon?
His most live episode, he looks like he's deleted everything. Everything is gone from the last 2 months. It's all wiped out.
Wow.
So he got rid of everything. He'll be back. He'll be back, though. This is his main income. His income, the way he earns a living, is reading insults one by one. He'll read... a super chat for $5 that says, "Hey, your kids are losers and you're a loser too." Okay, thanks for the $5.
Can you check?
That's a shame he has to make an income where he has to stay awake. Can't just sleep there. Actually, he probably could sleep.
Here's one of his super chats right here.
Raping you. That's $5. Drew from Drew and Mike, who you don't know, we're trashing you against yourself. So is Brandon, the producer, who has small hands. I don't care.
They're advertising. That's what they're doing.
But see, that's how he gets his money. He reads that sentence for $3, and then those accumulate, and that's how he makes his income right now, which is so great in that documentary, which shows you just how far he's fallen, because he's gone from having that big, huge deal at the Tonight Show to reading insults online.
Well, the documentary also suggests that he never really earned anything. He was just a tag-along who stuttered and was given an internship because he stuttered. Mm-hmm. Then they wrote all these interview questions for him. He went out and got these, these celebrity sort of ambushes. And then the Tonight Show hired him to stick it to Howard because Jay was mad at Howard.
He had a beef.
And they thought he actually did a lot of the work himself. He didn't. They were surprised, like, oh, shit, what do we do with this guy? And they threw him in the writer's room. And I don't know. I don't know if he ever did anything there or not. But then afterwards, you can't argue with the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast. He was the head writer. He also had the Pro Football Wrestling Championship.
Arm wrestling.
Yeah, that was great.
He's nailed 3 centerfolds.
I always forget about that.
That's my favorite line. That's
a good one.
Because it's so what? What if he did?
Who's the guy that puts all the super chats together? Is that 1-800-DABBLER? Or is that the phony phone call guy? Remember he was
1-800-DABBLER is putting together the great phony phone calls. And then, yeah, you're correct. There is another individual who strings together all the insults. So basically, it's like 10 minutes of him reading all the insults, how he makes his living. And it hurts me
we
to
should
watch.
find that guy. We should find the last show or the last couple shows ago and just listen to a minute of it. It's so funny.
I wouldn't be able to do that. Even if I would quickly be able to build a pole barn if he just roasted me. Let's see. This one's from 3 months ago, but let me try to see if there's an updated one.
Okay.
And the answer to your question was actually Menser Math is the guy who puts together. He actually
these
just
are
posted
great.
one. He posted one less than a day ago called Stuttering John versus the Super Chatters, Part 41. And this is what this guy does. He reads these insults and he collects the dough.
Stay positive about your career, John. Maybe 2 billionaires will use you as a pawn in their personal beef again. Hashtag writer. Oh, yeah, okay, that's what happened.
Stern and Leno. That's it.
Yeah, that's your Frank.
Oh, here they come.
That's great.
Why are your high school grades so bad? 221, 336. But demoted to dunce and delvers. At least I graduated.
Okay, pause.
A regional diploma just means you got.
John, of course, claims he's an Mensa member. He's so
Yeah.
brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
And then his high school transcript was made available to the Dabbleverse. Found out his highest score in 4 years of high school was 86. He was basically a C- student. His class rank was 221 out of 336. So people are, of course, referencing this in the super chats. Oh, demoted to dunce of the Dabbleverse. John says, at least I graduated.
A regional diploma just means you got 60% or higher in a group of 7 to 8 subjects and graduated. Good. We've been wondering about your report card, 1979. First of all, I don't know how you guys are getting this shit. I'm not embarrassed at all, though. Carl showed your high school report card showing you're a C- student. You're in the bottom 30% of it. Who cares? Sounds like
You do.
Everything you've said is a lie. Oh, because of my high school grades? Your high school transcript has been released. It's been confirmed. True that you got an F in music theory. Your senior year, you're a bad musician, 100%. The era was the no child left behind rule, don't see. You see, John, I actually went to school with a few geniuses. They party more than anyone, but still got A's because high school's easy for a genius. Yeah, I didn't care. I didn't really care. Carl showed your high school transcripts. You not so smart. Yeah. If you think a high school transcript has anything to do with how smart you are, you're an idiot.
You're the one that
you were
says
ranked
that.
221 and 322 students. I can't even I made it that high. Looks like Mr. Mensa should have been in special ed and failed music theory. I know, I dropped out of music theory. I hated it. I will and E- in English, so E- pretty damn good. First of all, music theory. Let me tell you a little story about Wolfgang Van Halen. You are horrible at everything you do. School, music, jokes, keychains, etc. If just do it isn't offensive, can I hear your impression of your oldest voice? No. How much you drink the pickle juice pair?
Oh,
Oh,
gross.
he's got pickles there. Oh, God. Oh,
$20.
ew. He's getting paid for every one of these insults, by the way. They've left the amount out because he used to go, thanks for the $5. He's getting paid for every insult he's reading, and now he's still drinking pickle juice? Oh,
Drinking it for $2.
yikes.
I love pickle juice.
Oh, now he's drinking
Oh,
eat a pickle.
gross.
Oh, this is disgusting.
He's gross.
He could
The
definitely,
way you make that
Hey,
pickle
who
would
eats a
make
pickle
Linda
like that, by
Lovelace
the way?
blush.
he could deep throat a
Cheers,
dude.
Jack.
Why did he do
Exactly.
it?
Listen to the super chat.
The way you ate that pickle would make Linda Lovelace blush. Cheers to Jackie to proving once again Stuttering John is a hack. Jackie said you didn't write anything for him at the Stern Show live yesterday. Keep my name out of your mouth. Move your head in front of the T in background. Why? Artie said your car smells like a mix of John and John. Name one thing you coached Shuli on. Oh, come on. You know how many years ago that was? I would just give him jokes. Don't worry, no one believed the I'm smart bit. You didn't graduate from NYU, it's been proven. Okay. NYU equals 75% acceptance rates when you went, made up top 40 in 1996.
Oh,
Prove you graduated NYU and I'll send you 100. Shuli, Shmooly, Stuttering John takes it in the hoolie. The Duke in Escape from New York was blasted with a machine gun and died in a pool of his own blood and guts. I could only wish that happens. You punished the Duke, everyone knows that. TSN watching you is the only time your show is funny. Yeah, okay. So let's get
Chili
this
Network,
out
TSN.
early. Uncle Rico live on TSN 7. Yeah, go
plugged
go
them.
watch them, watch me. Your new nickname is Dumb, Drunk, Unwanted Man. Go. Oh, the comedy is just real. This is the shitware comedy. I'm late. What are you projecting today? What's with the constant lip smacking, John? If Shuli needs your kidney to live, would you donate? No. No. Not at all. Your kids had a list, but would you mock them? Big fan, Mr. Bush. What types of sexual favors did you have to perform for producers to get the child acting roles you got? You worked for Nickelodeon and you sure took a call. Since arriving in Florida, you've been banned from Stevie Tomatoes, your pork guide proving you're not smart, and now your water turned off. Hey, John, after seeing this,
the super chats.
Julie got today, I felt bad for you after donating 60 to TSN myself. So here, buy some hair dye at a dollar store, you bum. Now you are copying Blind Mike's IRL stream idea. Oh, really? Dan is going to be on TSN. Dabbling Dan? No, he isn't. Adam, did John's ma fall down the steps when you called? When you eat alphabets, you only eat the C's. Daily reminder, everyone hates you. Everyone moved from Patreon to YouTube membership, dummy. Okay, yeah, okay. You failing music in high school truly shines here, Skip. Feel like I'm in a wheelchair prison when you sing. Hey, Mike got my cheat chain. It's great. Oh, wrong show. How many Patreon subs you have, John? I don't even know. 40. Keep calling me names. I'll come over right now, coward. Come on over. I welcome you. Lady K violated your high school TSI. Yeah, you see that, Rob? Legal to sell your home to mom, tenant being sued.
Oh, pause that.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Oh boy, John is being sued by Vince the lawyer, who's another character in the Dabbleverse. Vince is an actual lawyer, pretty good lawyer, I guess. I don't know, when you say Jim Brandon, I mean, he's got a real nice place. I know that.
Yeah,
He's got kids. He seems to be living a good life.
He knows the law,
and he's a big Stern Show fan. And for some reason, he and John have this love-hate relationship. Like Vince flew him to New Jersey for that event in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
But then Vince flew him like through 2 stops. At a terrible time, like 6 in the morning.
He's the master troll, too. He trolls John endlessly, but now he's suing him for $12.5 million.
Does it have $12.5 million?
John got really, I don't know why he was angry at Vince. I don't understand what happened, but apparently he insulted Vince, said he's a shitty lawyer, allegedly.
Defamed.
And Vince feels he's been defamed, and he's suing John for $12.5 million. John just transferred his house to his mother's name for $10.
What?
Trying to hide assets.
Oh my God. Well, that's not going to fly.
I wouldn't think so. I mean, Vince knows about it already, of course. He's no dummy.
What an idiot.
I know, but it sounds like John's really concerned about this lawsuit. What did he say? Do you know?
Has he?
Any idea what he said about Vince?
Well, yeah. I mean, he put the tweet out saying never use in Bessie Law. They're scumbags, basically. You know, he put out a tweet that just took a dump on the law
Why was he so
firm.
mad at Vince to say that?
Like you said, they've had that love-hate relationship. It could have been anything.
So anyway, what's her name? Asi Melendez now owns the Florida house.
His mother.
Purchase price of $10.
Yeah, and so she's probably going to get dragged into this lawsuit.
I know. Nice bringing your mom into it.
She's been brought in many times.
Jesus.
Here, let's finish this up.
Sell your home to mom, tenant being sued. No comment. John is reaping the consequences of his actions. Shannon Sullivan, Teresa Kehoe. We're trashing your kids. I don't know who they are. Julie told Exposed yesterday, he played an old video of yours where you say you like to touch kids. Yeah, okay. Rob, can you size a dog collar, at least for John? I want to walk my bitch around the neighborhood. We own John. Your sizzle reel is so pathetic in the garage. Stuttering John is a manipulating psycho. Thanks for the dollar. Lee, Lucy, we know you can. Welcome to prison. What important could you possibly be typing about? Hey, Skip was in special ed in high school. No, it was not. Why does your broken mouth move when guests talk? Why did you sell your house to your mommy for $10? Why did I sell my house to my mommy? What do you mean?
He acts like people don't know this sometimes. He did anyway. There's his transcript. Oh boy. Phys Ed, you got a C in Phys Ed?
Wow.
What are those F's in?
Music. He failed or dropped out of music theory his senior year.
You drop out of classes in high school?
I guess. I didn't know you could do that.
I think if you have enough credits, you can still graduate.